that name is not yours. And the judge, sure, the prosecuting attorney is out of line bringing that case into court already. But when you point out there that you're for the matter and don't recognize the name, that attorney's got a problem. And if you know how to handle it, it's going away. And you get a little star next to your name, and they're going to make it a point not to bring you into them courts. Well, I think they'd have a problem if they tried that with me. So, the corporation coming after you. Well, I want them on the stand. I want them to witness, tell me how I damaged him. Oh, I did I? Where's the guy who claims this? Well, the attorney's going to come up and say, you're accusing you of this. And I says, well, yeah. Well, hey, is that hearsay or you got first-hand knowledge? Is that your property? You got first-hand knowledge? I damaged you is what you're telling me, right? The corporation that's got the copyrights on these things. If they got a problem, hey, if the lead singer of the band come down and wanted to talk to me about it, fine. But that ain't going to happen.
Yeah, it's a corporation. That's who's going to go after you.
Yeah, good luck.
And why are they going after the guy that's just downloading? Why don't they go after the people that put that crap out there?
Why go after anybody?
Yeah.
Isn't it everything here for us to use? Yeah, well, it don't matter. You do things for people to enjoy. Why are you charging them for it? How can it be his if possession's 9/10 of the law? Well, there'd be no argument. I'd ask him, where were you when I come in here and put my house on the place? Nobody objected. I did it. And you know something? They won't be able to move you. My dad went through that a long time ago. It's like most of these people, if they settled the matter before the mortgage got out of hand and didn't abandon the property, and if they did move them, move right back on it. Hey, I'm just using it, man. Where's the superior claim? Nobody was here when I moved in. It's like when a squirrel moves in a tree, man. There wasn't a squirrel in there. Guess who gets the tree? Offer and acceptance. You know, it's if you contract with one another, that's the law. That's all it comes down to. And I believe if you point out properly, and if you are dragged into the courtroom, you point it out properly. Like I like to say, you got no proper notice. Nobody speaks up, then there's no contract, there's no controversy, and it's time to turn around and leave that court, since you settled the matter. All the Constitution is an offer. You want to be a United States citizen, have at it. Law equals contract. Yeah, and that comes down to a meeting of the minds. Whereas the paperwork, if you don't recognize the paperwork, that's all hearsay. You can throw it out. Paperwork don't mean anything. They think these affidavits and stuff they're putting in mean something. I say if you don't know how to go in before that judge and give him first-hand knowledge of the situation, that paperwork's not going to do you any good at all. It might here and there. I've seen it work. Maybe the judge didn't want to go there, or who knows. But if they think you don't know, or if the judge is just, I'm going to show him, you better know what you're talking about and better know how to be peaceful and stay in honor and do it right. Other than that, you're going to volunteer to go to jail. Exactly. How can I help you? Right. Impossibilities aren't required by the law. It's like I had the census worker come up the other day. She wound up filling out, she put under person number 1, she put Batman. And I said, I'm not a person. You can call me Batman, I told you. I had her talking to herself by the time she left. What's your birthday? I said, how do I know my birthday? Do you know your birthday? Well, yeah, well, how do you know it? And she wouldn't answer. She finally started walking towards the car and didn't want to look back. Do like the government does. How can I help you? Yeah, they show us how to do it. And we go and dishonor and argue with them. Well, now they got to, we're a danger to the public and ourselves. They got to, they're their brother's keeper. They got to do something about that. Jeez, what are you guys trying to do here? I'm trying to help you. How can I give you something I don't have? If it's all paid for, I just ask them, how am I liable for that name? The controversy begins when you answer for that name. How can I make it right? And, impossibilities aren't required of the law. And I do whatever I can. I can't do it, I can't do it. And that's all it comes down to. Possession is 9/10 of the law. You put your brand on it. If a piece of paperwork makes you happy, write up yourself a bill of sale or whatever. Point of the matter is possession is 9/10 of the law. You notified them. Nobody said they had a superior claim on the car is what I would do if you're going to do it that way. And I'd move on. We don't need to complicate things, man. I got the car, man. You got a superior claim? How come you ain't driving it? I was here first. Yeah, but the way I give them public notice is that, hey, I got a claim to this stuff and I'm using it. Any objections? That's all. far as rescinding contracts, and as far as the mailbox, all I do, I got general delivery. Well, I even used U.S. address. The point of the matter is, that's all paper. Big deal. How does it apply to me? How is it my address? I've gotten over all that nitpicking stuff. I've been through it, man. I used to put the zip code in brackets and all that good stuff. I think it mainly comes down to, do you know how to ask the right questions at the right time? The only claim you got to anything is what you're using at the moment. I mean, other than that, you don't really have a claim on anything except what you're using at the moment, and when you die, you don't take it with you, not even your body. As far as I know anyway, nobody's come back and told me otherwise. But the point of it is, I'd be glad to give it up, but where's the superior claim? I pointed out, I got no proper notice. I'm here for that matter. I did like the lawyers do. The lawyer stands up. I'm here for that matter, Judge. But that's what I did. I'm here for that matter. How do I pay any tax? How do you pay any tax? I was saying, you want to see the look on his face, man, the dumbfounded look he had on his face. I accused him of an armed trespass. He says, I didn't make an armed trespass. You didn't. You had a cop with you, didn't you? He says, yeah. He had a gun, didn't he? He says, yeah. Isn't that an armed trespass? Silence, man. He just didn't know what to do. See, what I think is people are missing is the name is there as a tool for us to use. But it's not our responsibility to keep it gassed up, oiled, and painted. It's there to indemnify us, and if we're peaceful inhabitants, the government will take care of the trust, the name, so-called. But once we claim the name, which happens in the courtroom, when you answer for that name, now you're the one who's accepting liability, creating a controversy with the state, which has the claim to take care of the name and ownership of it. And when you do that, now you get the liability, you get the charges for the name. And all I try to say to people is, hey, I'm here for that matter. What do you need from me? Who's liable to take care of that name? Settle an account. Balance the books. I'm not here to create a controversy. I just want to know, what evidence do you have that I'm liable for that name? That's all. Well, the point of the matter is, your energy is out there and is doing things all the time anyway. We're all connected. Whether you get in or out of the system doesn't matter. You do something to affect people around you. And we're all part of this so-called trust. The point of the matter is, when you start claiming that name, now you're interfering with the government's duties. And you better know what you're doing. And my point is, you don't go there. You say, okay, balance the account. I know it's hard to comprehend for people for some reason, but it comes right out of the Liber Code. In fact, it comes out of the New Testament. It comes out of books way back. We're all here to do what we want to do to help one another. And if we're doing that, what's the problem? I can't do an impossibility. See? The point of the name is, people claim ownership to the name. The point of the matter is, we're all servants to one another. There is no freedom. There is no privacy. And there is no United States unless you imagine there is one. And it's just simple little things like that when we start to realize that we're all in this together.